Hey, good morning and welcome back to the Den of Iniquity. That is Ken Shaving and BSing. As always, your Big Shave Best champion. Now, recent pseudo-controversy, when isn't there one in the traditional wet shaving world, because some, excuse my language, some dumb cunt thinks his opinion means more than anyone else's. And then he writes some article that rhymes with the Gaily Lather and goes off with a lot of bad information, slagging on artisans and business people, while also having his opinions on his favorites. So here's the first thing. Your opinion is your opinion, my opinion is my opinion, we all have different opinions. But when you're going and taking a piss on someone based on bad information, old information, debunked information, or just completely incorrect information in terms of a certain business run by a certain 5'2" gentleman that I hold in nice regard and consider him a newer friend, you're kind of an idiot. So this shave is in support of one of the artisans that he's done this 2 years now. He's taken a piss on. And then the next days will be probably one of the others, at least the man of a smaller stature who I consider a friend. And so today is all about Phoenix Shaving, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Douglas Smythe, and Fran, of course. Lovely people. So I'm starting out with the unscented free shave soap and lather builder. I'm already out of the shower, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go, but I want to add a little extra because everything minus the blade today will be from the Phoenix Shaving, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements line of their product, just to stick it to the dumb cunt who wrote that horribly biased, pathetic article. And I mean that, sir. You are one of the people who make this hobby a cancer. You are one of the cancers of this hobby. So the hardware today will be the Phoenix Shaving Atomic Rocket 26mm synthetic brush that's been soaking. It doesn't have it on the bottom here. Oh, it did. The Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement Symmetry Open Comb Razor with a Gillette stainless blade, brand new. The soap for the day is one of my favorite scents ever created by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Sangre de Drago. Star Jelly for the aftershave. Balmish because it's a hybrid. And then for my scent, Sangre de Drago aftershave cologne. So the brush is nice and wet. Let's get it loaded. You know, there are too many of you here that, yes, we all have opinions, but then you voice your opinions and you don't have, the guts to name names, or you come off very poorly, like you're taking a shot, and maybe you aren't, but there seems to be more hidden agendas. So if you have any balls, you'll get off having hidden agendas and just outright say, I think X company charges too much. But you better understand why they charge what they charge when they have an opinion. Or you write your opinions, so-and-so's company, they get the soap bases from other artisans and they have this, they get their fragrances here, they have this thing. Well, you got to understand what that's being done, okay? You have to have the facts correct. Or otherwise, you're turning into what our current president labels the fake news cycle, and you're making yourself look like an asshole. And if you want to keep doing a poor job of exercising your opinion and not fact-checking, because your opinion needs to be built on correct information to make sure the opinion is legitimate. Otherwise, you're basically Adolf Hitler, and that's a bit of an extreme, but he said the Jews did this, the Jews did that, yada yada, to sell his vision to the Germans after they were so downtrodden after World War I and the plummeting of the German economy and everything else. So basically, in hyperbole, you're Hitler. Except you're just kind of a dick and you're not going to kill 6 million Jews and 10 million Russians. Yeah. Well, Stalin did the 10 million Russians, really. He killed more of his own people, too. But the point is, like everything in this community, somebody has to be some sort of drama queen, stirring up business, thinking they're more self-important. And you're just ridiculous, sir. You and your daily Lather article. Yeah, I said the name. I shouldn't have. I mean, I just gave it a little more attention. But most people on Facebook have seen it by now. The only people that have any modicum of respect to your article are the ones that are operating off bad information, have extreme biases against it because of that information, and are kind of petty. So, let it go, folks. You don't like an artisan, don't buy their stuff, don't talk about them, don't get into discussions with them. Let those who enjoy said artisan like their stuff, and you don't patronize your business. You're not going to sway anybody else's opinion by you popping off. You're just going to make yourself look like a giant prick. So with that said, let's get into the shave. And this is only the second time I've used this razor for some reason, and this is one of my favorite blades, probably my top blade still. So let's just go in. And it's 3 days growth, by the way. The whole point of this hobby is find what works for you and enjoy your shaves. And if a certain product doesn't do something for you, you don't like the way somebody advertises, you don't like whatever, that's not your business. Your business is to not spend your money with them, not to give them. Your business is about not giving them your business. Let them run their business the way they want as long as they're doing things, as long as they're ethical, you know. If their products don't work for you, don't buy them. But don't slag them on old, debunked, baseless information, or make your opinion seem like it's some sort of fact. It's only fact to you. To the rest of us, it's your opinion. I got a little skin blemish that I cut, a little pimple kind of thing. To give you an idea about the symmetry, I've read a review that says it's pretty mild to be a daily shaver. My only other shave, I didn't think it was mild enough, but that's my technique. Again, see, my thing is it's my technique, etc. It may be the guy who left the review, it may work for him. That doesn't mean he's wrong. It doesn't mean I'm wrong or he's right and I'm right. We're only right for ourselves. pull your heads out of your asses, people. And I haven't been this opinionated in a while, but I read that article, and I recall, I said I don't read it, and I don't, but I remember, I think, reading last year's, and there was some of the same bullshit in last year's. The only new part was adding the shaving shop and the club stuff into it, with the whole Passiflora confusion, and the missteps and some of the launching errors with the website. Has Mr. Gaily Blather ever launched a business, do IT, anything like that? He doesn't say that. So what makes him a damn expert to think he's going to be able to know how to pull off something? He probably has zilch. He probably has enough IT like I do where I know how to use my computer. Probably doesn't know how to build a real website, a sales engine. I mean, I know Peter used Arlie Canterbury, and that's Arlie knows how to do that stuff. I mean, he went just the way he does. So it's like the Passiflora thing, that's done with, that's over, and you know what? It's a business misstep. There wasn't any hanky-panky and shenanigans, people. Personally, I think you people love some of this stuff. You think you love it way too much. And you want to take some flippin' sad moral outrage against it. You feel like you have to take a side, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. Well, in this case, I'm taking a side, yes, against this stupid article. Because if everything in it was true, and that, the guy came to the same conclusions, I can't shit on him on that. But what he used when he was slagging on people wasn't all true. So, he's a moron. It's like when you get into political arguments with people, and they're operating off bad information, and you can't argue with them because they think they're right. And I don't have time to waste my energy trying to convince them otherwise, because they won't go out and do the research. They won't go talk to people. Once their opinion becomes codified in their brain that that's what happened, that's how Situation X went down come hell or high water. So they put a finger to keyboard, and we're not pen to paper anymore, or finger to keyboard. And they write some article, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm telling the truth, I'm passing on here, and you're not. Because while you may like the artisans you like, I'm going to hit it with this little blemish with the Nick stick here. When you're taking a piss on someone, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. And that means you have an extreme bias, as opposed to going and finding out what's been debunked, what the real story is, and saying, yeah, I'm still not happy with it, and this is the way it went down, but that's how you folks want to live your life. Those that cling to, for example, Douglas Mize said he worked for the government and all this shit, or I forget what the guy said about shaving shop in the club, completely. But I know Peter responded. Or Douglas courting the Boy Scouts. You're simplifying it to make terms that fit because you have a bias, as opposed to sitting there going, all he's doing is trying to get traditional wet shaving, a merit badge in the Boy Scouts, which is an old-ass institution that's supposed to help boys grow into men. And what do you think traditional wet shaving is about? It's about kind of recapturing a bit of manhood in the process, besides perhaps maybe being a better way to shave and whether it benefits. There's a return in this a lot of cases because we like the old school. Man. So, I've tried not to be a dick about things since my, early so many amount of videos, but sometimes you just have to stand up and say enough's enough. And people like this jackass who writes the Daily Lather, and sometimes other people on YouTube who mostly I can respect, and they come off and they say some stuff. Even I say stuff that's wrong, and y'all question me, and that's fine. Okay? But when I know there's, you're poking with the Cheeto with the stick on purpose, come out and say you're doing it, and don't make it so allegedly cryptic that we can't figure out you're taking a piss on someone. Lord knows, those of you thinking, and I've brought this up before, about Douglas. I have tons of artisans and stuff. Yes, I have a lot of PAA Crown King, but I have a lot of Razor Rock. I have a decent amount of Katie's Bubbles. I have the Club. I have Soap Commander. I have a whole bin in there with one-offs of all sorts of artisans. I need to sell a bunch of them. But my policy is as such, and few artisans will tell you that, because I talk to them directly. Only a few. Chris Cullen, Will at Barrister Man, Douglas, of course, for name 3. Soap doesn't work for you. Ask them what the key is to unlock it. Water content, whatever. Maybe a different brush happens to work a little bit better. I don't know. Talk to them. They're the ones that make it. Don't take my opinion, except that I like it. My opinion is I like it, it works for me. I can recommend you try it, but if it doesn't work for you, then it didn't work for you. It doesn't mean I'm trying to sell anything. Now, I am kind of in a way, because I put that link down below if you want any PAA products, but you know what? That's my opinion. That's my thing to do that. But you don't have to use it. Okay? I freely admit, I like PAA products. I'm not ashamed of it. I frankly could use their Crown King unscented, fragrance-free formula and get all the aftershaves and be happy, But one of those matchy OCD types. So I have So I have a lot of matching stuff. Thank God I didn't go get all the balms either, because I have to shave. Almost all my soaps have a matching, like Foo, and I have Foo and Dirt, Foo Fougere. Good shave. 3 days growth, taking it down. Do a little cleanup on the neck. Or as Paul H says, pick up time. I'm going to stop there so I don't get any extra irritation. I will say about the symmetry, to me, again, opinion, it's only mine. The head geometry is reminiscent more kind of a Mula R41 if you take a look at it. Look, see how flat it sits? It's similar to me in a few regards. Nowhere near as aggressive, let's say. But there, it's still very similar. Alright, let's get out the alum block. Okay, this is non-PAA alum block, okay? So make someone happy out there. The shirt isn't PAA. It's so sharp limited. So you and I still get an ingrown on my cheek, which I've mentioned on Facebook before. So give me a sec. I'm going to clean that up, and we'll be right back for the post. Thanks. Oh, hi, Mark. If you know that movie. Okay, so I did a little touch-up. I caught that ingrown. I touched up my cheeks a little because I know I didn't really get them as close as I wanted. Just right around here. I had a few creepers. They're coming back right on my mustache. Once in a while when I get 3 days growth shaving this way, that happens. So I'll close up with the Nick stick here. I'm going to hit that spot again on my cheek where I had a little blemish. Alright, so post shave. So I did the alum, I've rinsed, all that. Star Jelly. This is Crown King formula. Unscented Star Jelly. Slightly mentholated. Hybrid of balm and aftershave. So it has alcohol in it. He has scented ones for the new line of stuff, and some of the older ones that are popular. I just bought the unscented. I always thought Douglas should just done a really good unscented balm and just call it the balm, like the bomb, you know. But it's balm instead, you know, as opposed to B-O-M-B, B-A-L-M. Alright. And now, the aftershave cologne, my favorite scent of all time from Phoenix Shaving. Shake it up good. Alright. So remember, kids, your opinion is your opinion. Your opinion is not fact. And people like this idiot who writes the Daily Lather is no more than a troll with an opinion who doesn't do his homework, doesn't do his research, and thinks his opinion means more than mine or anyone else's. My opinion doesn't mean a damn thing unless you give it weight. Otherwise, it's just me rattling off and talking out of this orifice when it sounds a lot like that orifice. So think about that when you watch any of us doing shave videos. Take it with a grain of salt. If you like them, great. If you don't, fine. Okay? Normally I don't want to be this guy, but the more I thought about it, you know, I gave it thought before I made a video, obviously, since I've made a video in a while. Sometimes you just gotta stand up and say enough. Enough, idiots, okay? So with that, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Love you all. Like, share, subscribe, you know. Leave a comment, whatever you want to do. And I will see you in the next video. Link down below if you want to click on buy any Crown King, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Phoenix Shaving Products. I'd sure appreciate it. And have a great day. Have a great shave. Watch out for school zones and school buses. Be safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. And I love you again. And I will see you in the next video. As I say it again, repeat myself like a dumbass. Bye.